Welcome back to It's in the Details, the Big Brother edition. As always, please remember to share, like, rate, review, subscribe, all the things, wherever you get the show. My name is Damien.
And I am Roger.
And we should get started.
Do this.
Episode 1 of the week. They have jam-packed it with events. And I still don't find it that interesting. This is just me, okay? I barely have any notes for episode 1. We have the HOH competition, where it's one of those competitions where you have to pick the competitors after you win. And it's one of these devices they use to make people show
the alliance.
Show their alliances. And for me, it doesn't get interesting until Kyland chooses Azza and Derek F once only the Cookout is remaining.
Right.
And
very telling.
Yeah, I'm looking at it like, well, I mean, Roger's been paying attention to this game long enough, and he told us who's the bottom rung of the Cookout. And Kyland says, "You're the bottom rung of the Cookout. I'm gonna let everybody know." Right? Azza also asks Kyland later in the game to allow her to win. Let me win this. You don't need it. And Kyland says, and then does not let her win.
Right.
And tries to pretend like he wasn't really sure what happened. Like he kind of, I didn't have a choice. Like he hit the button by accident real fast. He hit it like lightning, man. And Oz is pissed and he doesn't really have an answer.
I don't even have an answer. Like, why would he give it up to you? Like, I don't understand.
Yes, that for sure. But
like, until you're in the final round, and I think it's up for grabs. Like, if you can get to the final 2 in that challenge, like, then you worry about who gets it.
But when you're looking around and all the faces left in the game are on your team,
I still
just
think
devil's advocate. I'm not saying she's right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's it's basically the final 2, right? It's all 6 of us. Right. Xavier told her that he'll let her win.
Right.
And so I don't know. It was just messy.
Yeah.
So he knocks her out.
That's what this challenge always does, though, right?
Yes. He knocks her out. And then eventually Tiffany and Kyland are the only people left. And Kyland wants to throw it to Tiffany.
And Tiffany's like, throw it to me.
Yes.
I haven't seen, like she's giving the comments and the nods.
Yep. And chokes.
She fucked it up.
Yeah, it was ugly. It was real messy.
Because Kyland's like, I don't know what to do. What I think should have happened, I think Kyland should have taken the fall.
You picked the wrong answer instantly.
There's 3 answers. One of them is right. So you have a 33%. She had a 33% chance of being right.
Yes.
Compared to his 66%. Right? Like he should have been the one to throw it.
Easy.
But
Mr. Fast Hands hit the wrong answer quick and then be surprised you picked the wrong answer. This is not rocket science, dude.
He's like, I wasn't me. She picked the wrong one. I didn't do nothing. Like,
and really, it looks like he wanted to win. He wanted to pretend that he didn't want to win. He wanted to win, right?
Right.
All of his moves were like that.
Right.
And that leads me to my next point. I don't really like this dude.
Oh, really?
I don't really like him. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. I'm sure he's a nice gentleman.
The first strike for me is that he's friends with Sarah Beth. Like that's my first strike on him. Like how? Like I don't know what.
Sure. I hear what you're saying, but also Sarah Beth has got a person. She's got a girlfriend at home. These two aren't dealing. Like they're not dating. They're not showmancing. But he's decided he's got to cape up. He's got to be knight in shining armor for Sarah Beth.
Right.
And this is what he's going to do.
Right.
And it's whatever. I mean, he hasn't done anything wrong to the Cookout yet. So that's his true alliance. Right. And can I save Sarah Beth as well? Right.
Right. Right.
Speaking of the cookout, I don't think I brought this up yet. My favorite part of the cookout is that no one in the house can even hint that the cookout exists.
Right.
That like the only person in the house that can do it is Derek X. He's the only one that could even broach the topic. And next season, when Big Brother puts another 11 Black people in the house, everybody's going to be like, yo, we got to watch out for this Black alliance.
It's true.
Next
it's true.
season,
It's
sure.
just like what we were talking about before with the women's alliance
Yes.
rumors. This is going to be the season that starts the.
Yes.
Are they forming a Black alliance?
Yes.
Like it's going to happen now. It's going to happen.
Unintended consequences. You put 11 Black people in the house at the same time, right?
Yeah.
They all get together. And now you've created possible racism inside of the Big Brother house because the white people are going to be like, we got to watch out for these Black people. They teamed up real good last season.
Yeah.
They were running the house, right?
Yeah.
And we can't let it happen again. Unintended consequences. Wait and watch and see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. We're fast forwarding a bit, but Kyland eventually talks Derek F into being a pawn. Right?
Because basically Kylan sits down with him, is like, look, if I put this person up, this is the consequence of it. And then he realizes like, I have to go up or else, right?
Yeah.
And he does it with the intent of saving Britini and Azza. That's his main intent. Like if I go up, then they don't have to take any of the brunt of it.
Yeah.
So in his eyes at the time, it made sense.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like Derek's making a bold move, but it makes sense for him based on what he wants to get done. Right.
Right.
The noms come down. Oh, sorry. Maybe we should talk about Claire a little bit. Kylan sits down with Claire to find out what she thinks should happen in the house. And 3 of her 4 targets are all members of the cookout, which alarms Kylan justifiably. He goes,
but is that really like, that's an alarming thing? Like, dude, the majority of people left are in the cookout. So like, who else is she gonna like target?
Yes, but he's only got 3 people he can put up.
Yeah,
right.
He's just looking for any excuse.
Yes,
that he can think of in his head to rationalize. Oh, I can go after Claire. She's going after my people. Yeah,
anything I can say, so I don't have to say me and Team Chocolate.
Right.
Is the team. This is what I'm trying to do. Right.
Right.
So noms are Derek F and Claire. Britini looks like she's going to celebrate. She's so excited
because she made a deal. Very importantly, she made a deal with Kylan in the HOH, being like, I'm not gonna go after you. You're not gonna go after me. 2-week deal. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when we move forward here.
That's why you feel it's so important. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Then we get to the high roller stuff. Right. They open up the high roller room. Everybody's excited. They start telling us about these prizes. And these prizes are pretty crazy to me. I feel like they must have had prizes like this in other twists before.
Kinda.
Yeah. But we've got win a second veto. Right. We've got remove a nominee and replace them with a spin of a wheel. They spin a roulette wheel and then whoever lands on goes up. And then we've got overthrow the reigning HOH.
Yeah.
Right.
Or what it used to be called the coup d'etat.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think it's the new HOH will be determined with a coin flip.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So crazy stuff happens. Then we get to the high roller monies. Right.
Yeah.
Coming in,
see who got what. Right.
Yes. So coming in at the bottom, we got Sarah Beth, Azza, Alyssa, Kyland, and Claire.
$50.
$50. I mean, makes sense to me. Azza has been annoying me, so I'm sure she's been annoying the people watching. Sarah Beth, same vibes. Kyland, what did I tell you about not liking Kyland?
I thought Kyland would be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Claire and Alyssa. Then we got the 75. We got Hannah, Xavier, and Tiffany.
Right.
Which, again, I get it.
Kind of makes sense. Yeah.
I get it. And then at $100, we got Derek X. Seemed like a lock. Yeah. Derek F.
Kind of weird to me, but.
And then the last person with 100 bones is Britini.
And she has a fucking meltdown. Have you seen that clip?
So
She
excited.
had a meltdown, freaking out. Oh no way! She almost like smashed shit in there. Like
so excited.
So excited.
The most excited.
How the hell she got $100 from America? I will not understand.
You want to understand? They're sad for her. They feel bad for her.
They feel bad for her.
100%. They feel bad for her. I mean, there are definitely some people out there feeling those raps.
Right.
But there are more people, I believe, feeling those tears. All them tears that have been streaming. They're like, let's give Britini some help. Let's get her some power. And she celebrates and says, I'm not using it. I'm in such a good position because of that thing I did with Kyland, that the deal we made. Right. I'm not using it.
Right.
So she takes her money and runs.
So who ends up using their money?
Okay. So we got Sarah Beth, Kyland, Tiffany, Derek F, and Claire. They all play. Okay. Tiffany chokes again. She had a few points. She knocked all her cocktails off of the table and ended up with 0 points. And that takes us to the veto episode. Tiffany decides she's coming for Britini full speed. She's telling Kyland that Britini creates too much chaos with those 2 bottom rung members of the Cookout, which is accurate. They're so wrapped up dealing with her that they're not focused on just eliminating her and eliminating people that aren't in the Cookout. So that makes perfect sense.
Another reason why I also another sign of what I say about those 2 being at the bottom of the Cookout. This move of Tiffany's is to weaken those 2, right? To prepare them for when they need to cut them.
Yeah. One less vote for you guys hanging around.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We get the veto picks. The veto picks are Alyssa, Azza, and house guest choice Britini off of Derek F's choice. Then we find out that the veto game is OTEV, and everybody goes nuts.
Yeah.
How do you feel about OTEV?
OTEV is a staple Big Brother challenge, I think.
That's not what I asked you. Yeah. I asked you, how do you feel about OTEV?
I like it. I would love to compete in it.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like fun.
I don't care.
I feel like I would play like differently. I feel like I would like scavenge, keep an eye on who, and hoard, put them all in one spot, and then go back to like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. I know that's the way to play, I think.
Yeah.
You hoard as much as you can and go back to that spot, right? We've seen others do it really well.
Yeah.
So the veto derby picks come down. The people.
But by the way,
yes,
was that Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice?
I think so.
Because it sounded just like him.
If it's not him, someone's impersonating him better than
voice work now. Is he in trouble? Does he need money?
Hey, we all need money.
I guess
LeBron needs money.
I guess
Leonardo DiCaprio needs money. They all need money. We all need
that's
money.
Why LeBron did that awful Space Jam.
Have you? We all need money. If we can get more money, give me the money. So if you want me, Arnold Schwarzenegger, to be the voice of a jacked squid in OTEV, I'm paying. Done. How much you paying me? Okay, Done. I'll do it. Right. So the veto derby picks come down. Kyland picks Alyssa. Derek F picks Britini. Claire picks Kyland, and Sarah Beth picks Azza. And those are the picks for if they win, I win. Right. We get down to it. Kyland throws it to Alyssa.
And it becomes very obvious because he doesn't need to win, right?
Yes. Yeah, but furthermore, if Alyssa wins, he wins.
Right.
And if he won, then Claire wins, which he doesn't want. He doesn't want that because he wants to save Claire with his veto.
Right.
Thinking he's going to earn some juice with Claire.
Right.
And Claire sees right through it. She's like, I'm not going to thank you for this.
Right.
You manufactured this, right?
Yes.
This is like Derek X's move when he tried to warn Alyssa.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're not being perfect. You're still being sloppy. So Kyland talks to Derek F and tells him the plan is Britini. Derek F is not having it.
It's
and he's like, let's go Derek X. He's a huge threat. Yada, yada, yada.
This is the first time all week that his name came up
Yes.
there, and it's surprising.
Yes.
After what happened last week with the Christian, like
yes.
He's playing a great game. I think if they got this long for his name to finally get popped up as an option,
yeah,
especially given the whole cookout, like yeah.
It's interesting how safe they feel having him around.
Right.
I don't know if Hannah's doing work behind the scenes or
Right.
Xavier is thinking shield,
Yeah.
but nobody's bringing him up. And
Right.
Kyland is probably thinking shield. And we kind of see that as well, because we get Derek X, Xavier, and Kyland all in the room together at some point. I can't remember if it's this episode or the next. And they say 100% of the HOHs left in this house all belong to us. We got to make sure we keep each other in the game, right? Then we fast forward a little bit, and Kyland tells Sarah Beth, tell Britini she might go home or might go up. We don't want to completely blindside her. Sarah Beth goes, cool, I'm in, runs to Britini, and does it in a fashion that sends Britini sprinting, looking for Kyland.
Looking for Kyland throughout the whole house. Where is he? Yeah.
Hunting. And she gets to him and she says, we had a deal. I thought that deal meant something to you. It means something to me. And she's heartbroken.
Waterworks, man.
He also told her she's an unpredictable variable.
Yeah.
Which she seems offended by. Offended. Britini looked at him like he said, your breath stinks. And she was like, excuse, I just put some mints in my mouth. I don't know what you mean, sir. But my mouth is minty fresh. And he's like, okay. And she has another meltdown. So we've got the continuation of a veto again. This time we got 2 vetoes coming up, and we got the eviction. Okay. Kyland uses his power of veto on Claire, puts Britini up. Alyssa does not use hers. And Claire's pissed at Kyland. We've got Claire trying to target Derek F. We've got Derek F thinking the same thing. And we've got both of them pitching to their cookout counterparts, right? And it's amazing to watch. This is where the week starts picking up for me, because you got Tiffany and Hannah trying to figure out how to say, we ain't doing that.
Right.
Without letting them know we ain't doing that. Tiffany tells Xavier they have to target Derek X and Claire. And he says, cool, I'll win HOH. Right?
Right.
The confidence was just flabbergasting to me. I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna walk out the bathroom. I'll go get it. Like, I've been holding back this whole time, only winning when I want to. It was something, man.
Yeah, Tiffany's like realizing that Derek X and Claire might become a problem sooner rather than later
because of all that pitching.
Yeah.
Because of all that pitching.
I mean, well, it's give it like X feels close to Tiffany because of Hannah.
Yes.
Like they think there are 4.
Well, so, it's also Xavier, Tiffany, Hannah.
Right.
Kyland. I don't so Xavier, Tiffany, Hannah are the cookout.
Yeah.
They're the ones keeping it locked. They're the ones keeping it together.
Yeah.
And
they're the core.
Yes.
That's what I was saying before. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But still, I feel like Derek X and Claire are showing off some game savvy.
Maybe they could pull something out. Maybe.
Yeah. And we also have a situation where DX is talking to Tiffany and says, are there any white men left in this house?
I don't remember this. Really?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember this.
Yeah.
This
was in the bathroom when Tiffany and Xavier are talking.
I realized at the eviction, I'm like, there are barely any white girls left. Like I think there's 2 white people left.
Yeah.
And they're both females.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
DX notices it because he notices there's never been a season where there haven't been any white men on the jury.
Right.
And he goes, we're making history. He doesn't see it as more than half of this house is black.
Is black, yeah.
But he's going to. If he hasn't already, if they haven't showed it to us, he's going to notice, and it's going to be interesting. So then we get to the eviction pitches, and Britini is rapping again.
Oh my God.
More raps.
Oh, it's awful. It's not even a full rap.
No.
She couldn't come up with the rest of it.
No. Derek F's speech is, I cook, I clean, and if you want some hilarious chocolate man in the house keeping you happy, then keep me. That's his whole pitch. And then he sits down. So the votes come down 7-1. Britini, you're going home.
Oh, not even that. Julie decides of the first time all season, I'm going to reverse it. And I'm going to give this fucking 400-pound man a heart attack. If they attach, here we go, rant time. If they attach a thing on his wrist
heart
or whatever,
monitor,
you would see a large spike. Like they could have had a lawsuit here. Okay, live TV, millions of dollars, because this man would have almost died.
So true.
Like she goes, Derek F, and he's all like you can see it in his eyes, like, what? My name?
It's true. It's true. He wasn't
expecting. You're safe. Yeah. Like, wow.
The interesting thing is, I kind of feel like he hasn't been paying attention all season.
Yeah, so this kind of woke him up a bit.
Yes. He doesn't even know which order she usually says the names in.
Or Julie's getting back at him for all the fucked up votes.
Yeah,
he's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with him today because he's been fucking with me all these weeks. It
is something. So Britini does all her goodbyes. She goes out, talks to Julie, and she says she's honored,
just like everybody else.
Yeah, she's honored that she got evicted because the other house guests were scared of her underdog story.
Oh boy, here we go. Add her to the list. Frenchie, the first guy. I don't remember his name anymore.
Travis.
Yeah, Travis.
Brent.
Brent. Not Christian. Christian was a little humble.
Not Whitney.
Not with everyone. Like, what is with these guys?
Dude, it gets worse. She also mentions that Kyland doesn't know how to do deals right. And he's a liar, and all the house guests know it, and all of America knows it. What we know is he doesn't know how to do deals right with you.
Right.
He's doing deals right all over the house. Not with you.
I even forgot to mention, like, when the episode starts, like, she's like very upset that she got nominated, and she runs off to one of the rooms, and she's being consoled by Derek F and Azza.
Yeah.
And she's like, I've always been bullied this whole season. I get picked on, and like she acts like victimized, like, even all the way to the end. Like, like it's so weird. Like it's so weird.
I'm with you.
You want 2 HOHs?
I'm with you, dog. I'm with you. And I don't think she should feel that she's being bullied. She's in a game. But I understand why she feels like she's being bullied. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't agree with her. I get it though. Right. She also mentions that she's pissed with Claire and Tiffany because they're in 2 alliances together. Mm-hmm. That the show hasn't talked to us about since week 2.
Right.
That's how marginal these alliances are. Yet she thinks that she's tight in them. And I asked you if we got some time, because while I was waiting for you to join the show today, I went to Big Brother CBS Instagram account and watched the extra interview. I had no plans on doing this, but I'm so happy I did. Let's read.
Oh my
she
gosh.
She thinks she was strongly allied with Tiff and Claire, DX, after they team blindsided Christian last week. Okay. So So you remember I told you she was pissed at Tiff and Claire because of those 2 alliances they're in? She said we were strongly aligned. Right?
Wow.
And then also, she team blindsided Christian on DX's Head of Household Week. Okay. Furthermore, her strategy, because Julie said, "What is your strategy?" She said her strategy became surviving and being honest.
Oh man, if you're being honest on Big Brother, you don't know how to play Big Brother. You're not playing Big Brother right.
Yeah. You ready for the last one?
Oh, there's more. Oh my
One more.
God. Let me get my
You're really
barf
gonna like
bag.
this one. She claims crocodile tears on DX's week because she knew the plan that DX was trying to carry out.
Yeah.
And more crocodile tears when Xavier put her up. She said more than not. So all those times we saw her melting down,
Yeah.
only 2 of them are real.
Oh, she was faking those?
Crocodile tears, Doc.
Oh my. Why? What?
To seem sad.
That's weird. That's weird.
Britini.
It's good to see that she's not emotionally unstable as much as I thought she was.
Yeah, that's true. That's
God.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right. There's the positive. There's the silver lining. So we go forward to the head of household competition. It's a bunch of balance beams. Okay, they're all different sizes. You got to weave in and out. The first balance beam, or the first section, you've got 2 balance beams. The smallest one, which is really small, and then the largest one, which looks like a small sidewalk. Okay. And we got people tippy-toeing across that damn big ass beam. It's like you could run across this beam. I understand pressure and balance, and your whole foot plus some fits on these beams, right? The times were atrocious for this competition, right? We got Claire, she's slow. Okay. We got Alyssa, who makes it within a step,
Tiny steps,
falls down, and knows she fell down as she hit the buzzer, eliminated. Derek,
she would have beat her.
She would have beaten Claire.
Yeah.
She would not have beaten the winner. I went back and checked. She would have beaten Claire. Okay. So Derek F goes, and he's impressive. He's more impressive than I.
Really? I mean,
if
I would not have wagered on him.
I would not have either, but he almost beat Claire. Okay.
Right. Okay.
I think it was a few seconds. It wasn't tens of seconds like I would have imagined. Right? Sarah Beth is decent, and she takes the lead. She's not even that impressive. She's like 21, 22 seconds. Hannah, not fast enough.
Right.
Maybe she thought she didn't need to win. Tiffany, not fast enough. Derek X is really close.
Really close.
I think he lost by 2 seconds or so.
If he hadn't screwed up at the beginning, he probably would have been HOH.
Yeah. And then Xavier falls very early, has to start over, can't overcome it.
Same, yeah.
Sarah Beth wins.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh.
I cannot dislike a house guest more this season.
Yeah.
Like she's like right up there for me. Like not liking them.
So what does Sarah Beth do?
Well, she's aligned with Kyland.
Yes.
So he's safe. He's gonna have an influence on her.
Is he?
I feel like him and Xavier are gonna try to be like, hey, you need to go after Derek X.
Really? Do you think, because I don't know that we've seen enough of Sarah Beth, do you think that she would prefer to target one of these big, strong dudes? Or is she going to come for some women? Because previously she's had something for Hannah.
Yeah. That's why I could see a Derek X and Hannah going up.
But also Tiffany. She does not like Tiffany. They've been butting heads.
But I could just see them being like, look, they're a showmance. He's a problem. You don't like her. Perfect plan. That's my initial thought when I saw her win. I was like, okay, I think Derek X and Hannah are in trouble this week.
All right. So thank you once again for joining us on It's in the Details, the Big Brother edition. As always, please remember to share, like, subscribe, rate, review, comment. Roger?
You can follow me on social medias at i6hitman, like Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Follow me there. Looking for me.
Yep. All right, y'all. Once again, thank you. Take care. See you in a week. Peace.
Later, guys. I feel like him and Xavier are gonna try to be like, "Hey, you need to go after Derek X."
Really?
I can see that. Also, we failed to mention that. Oh, you did mention it, but we didn't come back to it. Kyland, Xavier, and Derek X are all hanging out in the HOH, and they were discussing we all need to watch
Stick
out
together.
for each other.
Yeah.
Right. And they go to Derek X and be like, hey, just so you know, we're not going to put you up.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to put you up either. And then Derek X leaves that conversation and goes to Claire, and he's like, why would they say they're not going to put me up?
Now.
And she's like, because that's what you do when you put somebody
do
up
as
a backdoor, not as an original nom. And he realizes like these guys are trying to gun for me.
Yep.
So I can see this ramming of bulls happening soon, right? Within those three.
But do they get Sarah Beth to do it for her? That's
I think
for them.
So.
That's what you
think so. I think so.
Yeah, that would be smart.
Why not take a shot at him without getting their hands dirty, right? At least they can be like, it wasn't us, it was Sarah Beth, not that bitch.
Do you think, because I don't know that we've seen enough of Sarah Beth, do you think that she would prefer to target one of these big, strong dudes? Or is she going to come for some women? Because previously she's had something for Hannah.
Yeah, that's why I could see a Derek X and Hannah going up.
But also Tiffany. She does not like Tiffany. They've been butting heads.
But I could just see them being like, look, they're a showmance. He's a problem. You don't like her. Perfect plan. That's my initial thought when I saw her win. I was like, okay, I think Derek X and Hannah are in trouble this week.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Common sense doesn't seem to reign here too often.
Yeah. And that does feel easy. That does feel easy. Derek X is a big threat. I don't know how she sells Hannah. Maybe she sells Hannah as a big threat too.
Claire could go back up too.
She could.
Claire could become the new
Britini.
I don't know.
Yep.
Or Derek F.
Yeah.
Or Derek F.
Yeah,
because it's apparent that Derek F. Like anyone that sits next to him, they're gonna win. Like both in comps and in the finals.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think he's like being groomed as a GOAT right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
But we'll see.
I could see that. But it feels like Xavier's definitely safe. Alyssa's definitely safe. Kyland's definitely safe.
Definitely safe. The safest.
Yeah. So there are only so many. Tiffany, Derek X, Hannah. I don't know why she'd go after Azza or Derek.
You know what else I was thinking about this morning? When are they gonna do a double eviction? Shouldn't this be right around now? Like,
there's so many people still left in the house.
But I don't even see or hear anything about them even like thinking about a double. Like, no planning or like in case this happens.
Yeah, I think
at least.
I think what'll happen likely is we've got 2 more weeks of the high roller room.
Oh, right? And then it'll end with a double.
Either that last week will end with a double, or the week after will be a double. So that would be there are 10 people left in the house, I believe, because the vote was 7-1. Oh no, 9 people. No, 10 people left. So about 8 people. They'll probably double evict.
They'll do the double. Yeah.
But it should be interesting. I think it's definitely going to get spiced up this next week with the high roller competition. Few people still have money for it, or will get more money for it, and it'll be good. But we'll see.
Who gets Britini's 100?
Does the money get dispersed?
I mean, she was one of the top spots, and now she's off the board. So someone is definitely pushing up, right?
You think they're going to give that money to somebody else? That's how it's going to work? Did they already say this and I missed it?
Well, they get to vote again.
America.
Every week America has to vote. So
Gotcha.
now that she's not in the top anymore, someone's going to move up to the top. So who's going to be?
That's a good question.
Right?
Well, you would look at the people that were already up there.
Yeah, I feel like both Derek's are probably going to be up there again, especially if Derek is in trouble. Or they think they're in trouble. I think Hannah might get it also if they think that Hannah's in trouble because of Sarah Beth.
Yeah.
If the audience remembers that Sarah Beth was gunning for her.
And Sarah Beth was a 50. So Hannah might get jumped up. Derek X was already 100. Derek F was already 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be Hannah. And she's gonna need it.
Yeah.
She's gonna need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, that's a good twist. I forgot that they're gonna vote. I didn't realize how they were gonna get more money. Yeah.